Welcome to the Love Hub channel, where we discuss matters of the heart and give relationship advice to women. In today's episode, we are going to talk about the ways you can make your man want you back. Ladies, we know that breakups are hard, and we know that it can be really difficult to cope when you've lost the only person that you've ever really loved. But don't despair. If you are meant to be together, there are ways for you to win him over again. But remember, you can't force a person to love you. If there is still even just a little bit of love left, there is hope. If he still has feelings for you, these tips can help you win him back. Now remember, the Love Hub is a judgment-free zone. We don't judge women here. We are your safe space. Now let's get to the topic. Number 1, give him the time and space to heal. When you've just broken up, emotions are at an all-time high, so you can't expect either one of you to be thinking clearly about the future. It's understandable that the both of you will not be at the right mindset yet. You're still overcome with emotions. You're both still trying to make sense of how your relationship ended and where the two of you went wrong. There can also be a lot of anger and resentment on your part. You're blaming each other for the demise of your relationship. This is not the time to try to win him back. He may just end up refusing any of your attempts to try to patch things up. And it's understandable. He is not ready for it. Emotionally and mentally, he is just not there yet. So it's important for you to allow him the time and space to grieve. The loss of your relationship is going to be hard on both of you. He may be feeling a lot of resentment, bitterness, and anger, and he's going to need the time and space to heal from those emotions. He needs to let them subside. Let him clear his mind and heart before you make any attempts to reach out to him and talk things over. Which leads us to number 2, let him miss you. One of the possibilities that can happen from giving him personal space is that he may end up missing your presence. Over time, he may realize that life without you is just not the same. It's just not as beautiful and as happy. When he comes home to an empty apartment, he may start to notice the things that are no longer there, like your clothes, your makeup, the little things that are so familiar to him. Not seeing them around may end up reminding him of what he lost, which is you and the relationship that you had. And because you're no longer around, he may end up feeling that his apartment's just a little bit too empty and the bed just doesn't feel the same. There's too much space in it. So let him miss you. Don't worry too much about him. Take this time to focus on you. Think about the things that you've always wanted to do but never really had the time to do them because you were so busy focusing on your boyfriend's needs. Go take that dance class. Go take up cooking classes. Go do the things that you've always wanted to do. Now is the time to focus on you. Number 3, give yourself a makeover. Now is the time to really focus on yourself. Go buy yourself some new flattering clothes. Go to the parlor and get a haircut. Do whatever it is that you want to do to improve yourself. If you are currently not in the best shape, now is the time to hit the gym and work on your goals. This makeover isn't just for him. This is also for you. After a breakup, we tend to feel really down on ourselves. We doubt ourselves. We have a lot of insecurities that suddenly come up. So it's important for us to feel good about ourselves again. Number 4, post a cute selfie on social media. When you're ready, start to drop hints. If you're still following each other on social media, make sure that he sees the new, better you. Show him what he's missing. Now, don't go around posting super sexy, super provocative, drunk pictures of yourself. We don't want to look desperate and as if our life is falling apart. That is not the impression that we want to give. Which brings us to number 5. Live your life. If we want to catch his attention on social media, of course, we will have to post things. But if you're just going to post for the sake of posting, that's not really going to do much. You might end up looking like you're trying too hard and that you're just so desperate to get his attention. So you need to have a true joyful life. And it is possible to have that. Even though your heart is broken, you just need to give yourself a chance. Go out and have fun with your friends. Reconnect with your family. Go on adventures and take up the hobbies that you've always wanted to take up. And you can post those moments on social media. It will show him that you are moving on with your life and that you are capable of living a life without him. At some point, you may not even feel the need to post these things anymore. You may just want to keep these moments to yourself, and that would be enough. The important thing is that you are truly moving forward with your life. And if you want to post a beautiful selfie, then go ahead and do that. But make sure that that smile of yours is genuine. Number 6, talk to him only if you have to. After your relationship ends, you really do need to give yourself some space. There may be moments where you will need to reach out to him and talk about a couple of things. For example, you share a dog. Of course, when it comes to the health and well-being of your dog, the two of you will need to come together and discuss things in a mature way. It's totally fine for you to talk to him when the matter is important and urgent, but don't just reach out to him if you really have nothing to talk about. It will just make you seem desperate, like you can't move on, and that's not the impression that we want to leave him. Emotions are probably still running high, so it's important for you to give each other space. So talk to him only if you have to. Number 7, show him that you've changed. He's not going to want to get back to you if he feels that it's just going to be more of the same. So it's important for you to show him that you have changed some of your ways, that you are better. Remember, ladies, it takes two to tango. He also needs to change. He also needs to improve. And if he refuses to do this and demands that only you will be the one to make the improvements, then your relationship is still doomed. For a relationship to succeed, both of you will need to make some changes, and both of you will need to agree on working towards the same goal. If you're the only one that is willing to improve on herself, and he's just going to be the same old person that makes the same old mistakes, it's just not going to work out. If he truly wants to come back to you, he will realize what his mistakes are and he will work to improve on them in the same way that you are doing. Ladies, regardless of what happens, we do hope that you find love and happiness in the future because you deserve it.